Kosovo: Religion, Demographics, and Malaysia-Kosovo Relations. Kosovo, a small landlocked country in the Western Balkans, is home to a population of approximately 1.6 million people. The overwhelming majority of the population, around 93.5%, identify as Muslim, with most adhering to Sunni Islam under the Hanafi school of jurisprudence. There are also small communities associated with the Shia tradition, particularly those connected to the Bektashi Sufi order, which has historical roots in the region. The second largest religious group in Kosovo is the Serbian Orthodox community, comprising approximately 2.3% of the population. Roman Catholics account for about 1.75%, primarily among the ethnic Albanian population in parts of western Kosovo. Religious identity in Kosovo is deeply intertwined with ethnic affiliation and historical legacy, reflecting centuries of Ottoman, Byzantine, and Balkan influences. In terms of international relations, Malaysia was one of the earliest countries in Asia to recognize Kosovo's independence following its declaration in February 2008. Malaysia formally acknowledged Kosovo as a sovereign state on the 30th of October 2008, and diplomatic relations were officially established on the 18th of March 2011. Since then, the relationship between the two countries has grown incrementally, with both sides expressing interest in deeper cooperation across diplomatic, cultural, and economic spheres. A significant milestone in the bilateral relationship was reached in May 2025, when Kosovo inaugurated its embassy in Kuala Lumpur. This move was accompanied by Malaysia's decision to grant visa-free entry to all citizens of Kosovo for stays of up to 30 days, reciprocating Kosovo's earlier policy, allowing Malaysian citizens to visit for up to 90 days without a visa. These reciprocal visa arrangements mark a deepening of people-to-people connectivity and are expected to facilitate business, tourism, and educational exchanges. Economic ties, while still modest, are expanding. In 2024, bilateral trade between Malaysia and Kosovo reached $28.55 million, approximately $6 million. Malaysia exported RM25.92 million, 5.5 millions worth of goods to Kosovo, and imported RM2.63 millions, US $550,000 in return. This trade primarily involves products from sectors such as electrical and electronic goods, palm oil derivatives, halal-certified foods, and various consumer goods. The opening of Kosovo's diplomatic mission in Malaysia is expected to create further opportunities for trade promotion and investment collaboration, especially in sectors like renewable energy, Islamic finance, and digital services. Beyond economic and diplomatic relations, Kosovo continues to recognize Malaysia's early support as a formative gesture in its international recognition campaign. In May 2025, Kosovo conferred its highest national award on both Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and the late Prime Minister Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, honoring Malaysia's principled stand in supporting Kosovo's sovereignty during its formative years. In sum, the relationship between Malaysia and Kosovo has matured from early diplomatic recognition into a multifaceted engagement encompassing mutual respect, trade, and cultural exchange. Meanwhile, Kosovo's internal dynamics, especially its religious and ethnic composition, remain key to understanding the young nation's identity, resilience, and aspirations within Europe and the wider global community. Here is a detailed prose overview of Kosovo, covering its politics, demographics, economy, and travel safety as of early 2025. Politics. Kosovo is a partially recognized republic in the Western Balkans that declared independence from Serbia in 2008. While over 100 United Nations member states have recognized Kosovo at some point, the degree of international recognition has fluctuated, with key powers such as Russia, China, and several EU nations, most notably Spain, Greece, Romania, Slovakia, and Cyprus, refusing to do so. As a result, Kosovo is not a member of the United Nations, though it participates in many regional and international forums. Domestically, Kosovo operates as a parliamentary republic. Its political landscape is marked by ongoing tensions between the Albanian majority and the Serbian minority, particularly in the north of the country, where ethnic Serbs are concentrated and maintain close ties to Belgrade. The political scene is dynamic and often polarized, with recurring disputes over governance, corruption, and EU integration. The government is led by Prime Minister Albin Kurti of the leftist nationalist Vetëvendosje Self-Determination Party, which has gained popularity for its anti-corruption stance and emphasis on Kosovar sovereignty. President Vjosa Osmani, an independent allied with Kurti's party, serves in a largely ceremonial role. Ongoing dialogue with Serbia, facilitated by the EU and supported by the United States, remains a cornerstone of Kosovo's foreign policy, though negotiations have frequently stalled. Demographics. Kosovo has a population of approximately 1.8 million people, making it one of Europe's smallest countries by population. The majority, around 92%, are ethnic Albanians. The largest minority group is ethnic Serbs, who make up around 5% of the population, followed by smaller communities of Bosniaks, Gorani, Turks, and Roma. Kosovo has one of the youngest populations in Europe, with a median age of around 30 years. This youthful demographic offers potential for economic growth but also presents challenges, particularly in terms of employment and emigration. Many young Kosovars seek opportunities abroad due to limited local prospects. The country is predominantly Muslim, though religious practice is generally moderate. A small but significant number of Roman Catholics also reside in Kosovo, primarily among the Albanian population. Economy. Kosovo's economy is classified as lower middle income, with a heavy reliance on remittances from the diaspora, which account for around 15% of GDP. The economy is growing steadily, with GDP growth averaging between 3 and 5% in recent years, but structural challenges remain. Unemployment is persistently high, particularly among the youth, and the informal economy constitutes a large portion of overall activity. Key sectors include agriculture, construction, mining, notably lignite and lead, and services. Foreign direct investment is limited by unresolved political status, infrastructure gaps, and perceptions of corruption. The government continues to pursue EU integration, economic reform, and efforts to attract investment in energy, ICT, and sustainable development sectors. Kosovo uses the euro as its de facto currency, despite not being a Eurozone member. This has helped provide monetary stability, but the country lacks the tools of independent monetary policy. Travel safety. Kosovo is generally safe for tourists, and crime rates are relatively low compared to regional averages. The capital, Pristina, is lively, welcoming, and popular with international visitors. Nevertheless, travelers are advised to exercise usual caution, particularly with regard to petty theft and traffic safety. Tensions do occasionally flare in the north, particularly in the Serb-majority municipalities, such as North Mitrovica, Zvečan, and Leposavić. Political protests or isolated incidents of violence related to ethnic tensions can occur, but are generally localized. Travelers are advised to monitor current affairs and follow guidance from local authorities and embassies. The infrastructure has improved in recent years, with new roads and increased access to mobile and internet services, though rural areas can still be underdeveloped. Medical facilities in major cities are adequate for minor ailments, but serious conditions may require evacuation to better equipped centers in neighboring countries. In sum, Kosovo is a dynamic and evolving country with a youthful population, ongoing political challenges, and a growing appeal to visitors. While unresolved status and ethnic tensions remain part of its reality, Kosovo also offers a vibrant culture, rich history, and a warm hospitality that continue to attract interest from around the world. Here's an updated overview of Kosovo's religious demographics and its bilateral relations with Malaysia. Religion in Kosovo. According to the 2024 census, Kosovo's population is approximately 1.6 million. The religious composition is as follows: Muslim 93.49%, Serbian Orthodox 2.31%, Roman Catholic 1.75%. The majority of Muslims in Kosovo adhere to Sunni Islam, specifically the Hanafi school of jurisprudence. There are also smaller groups practicing Shia Islam, including the Bektashi order. Malaysia-Kosovo relations. Malaysia officially recognized Kosovo's independence on 30th of October 2008, becoming one of the first Asian nations to do so. Diplomatic relations were formally established on the 18th of March 2011. In recent developments, visa exemptions. As of 3rd May 2025, Malaysia granted visa-free entry to all citizens of Kosovo for stays of up to 30 days. Kosovo had previously removed visa restrictions for Malaysian citizens, allowing stays of up to 90 days. Embassy establishment. Kosovo inaugurated its embassy in Kuala Lumpur in May 2025, marking a significant step in strengthening bilateral ties. Trade relations. In 2024, bilateral trade between Malaysia and Kosovo reached RM $28.55 million, $6 million, with Malaysia's exports valued at RM $25.92 million, $5.5 million, and imports at RM $2.63 million, 550,000 stars. These developments underscore the growing relationship between Malaysia and Kosovo, encompassing diplomatic, economic, and cultural exchanges. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed, now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.